Hey guys, it's Miss Pamplona here. Welcome to our live here at Teddy Bear. And today I have with me a very nice person that you all know, Mr. Gonçalves.
Hello guys, I'm gonna be here helping Miss Pamplona, interacting, so let's talk about Cooper, about our pets, and have some fun, okay?
Alrighty, so something or someone is missing, right? So let me introduce you. Cooper, take a look at him. He's so comfortable that he's even sleeping. Hey Cooper, how you doing, sweetie? And if you have noticed, I speak with Cooper in English all the times. But I'll be honest, a couple times in Portuguese because I have another dog. Her name is Belinha, and she's still learning English. So let's start talking a little bit about my fellow here. So Cooper is 11 years old and he's been with me for 10 years. I adopted him when he was around 11 months old. Actually, Cooper is not a manezinho and he's also not Brazilian. I brought him with me from Canada. Yes, this boy here came a long way with me. So when I actually first met Cooper, I was volunteering at a humane society in Canada, and I used to be a dog walker. And I started thinking that, it would be nice if I had a dog, but I never got like a specific dog in mind. And then a day that I decided, I had two choices, Cooper, and there was another dog that was still a puppy. She was a 3-month-old German Shepherd. And then I found out about Cooper's story. He was actually turned back to the Humane Society twice because he was a rascal. Do you know what rascal means? Well, rascal is someone that, or I would say an animal, that has some bad behaviors. Chewing things, barking too much, or messing around your house. But he really has a big heart. And between him and that puppy, I got this feeling that it would be much easier to find someone to adopt her than Cooper. And because he was actually returned twice, he had a funny behavior, right? He was just being a madman at first. So I moved back to Brazil 3 years ago, and one of the things that I first checked before making my decision, and if you are a pet lover like I am, you're gonna agree with me. I first checked if I could take him with me. Don't give your bag to the people, they wanna see you, boy. Good boy. And so it was, if in any moment you decided to travel with your pets, you gotta make sure you do a checklist, at least I would say 6 months prior to it. Because if you wanna fly with your dog, you have to first check if his breed is accepted in that airplane company. What I mean by that? Certain breeds, they don't allow it. So the smaller dogs that has that very puffy like nose, they wouldn't take it. Or if it's some dogs that are considered more aggressive, they don't necessarily have to be aggressive, they wouldn't accept too. And Cooper, as you notice, he's a mixed dog. He's a mutt. So he doesn't have a specific breeding. We know that he has at least 3 or 4 kind of breeds on him. So he was accepted. I had to go to his vet. I had to actually get authorization from the Canadian Ministry of Agriculture and also the Brazilian Ministry of Agriculture. He had to be on quarantine. So there are a lot of things that you have to take into consideration when you are moving. It can be any kind of animal, not only dogs, cats, birds, you name it. You truly just have to organize yourself, know that there is a cost for that, but there is no price in having your pet with you. And Cooper is in Floripa. He's not a manezinho yet, but he has learned some Portuguese words as well with time. And I want to just start to show you some of the comments. But first, Mr. Gonçalves is there on the chat. So write me, do you have any pets? What are the name of your pets? I'm very curious. Do you have dogs, a cat, a pharaoh, a fish? What kind of animals do you have? Or what kind of, if you don't have a pet yet, what kind of pet would you like to have? Tell me about it. And please don't forget to tell the name of your pet as well, because I'm very curious about it. All right?
So we have some comments here. Juliana Bryan said she has 2 dogs adopted. Okay.
Oh, like Cooper.
Yes. Luciana is saying she feels like having a dog. Fabio,
Yes!
Fabio mentioned that now Cooper is manezinho.
He's manezinho now.
Yes, okay.
Awesome.
Oh, and Miss Silva is saying that her cat is a rescue. She took him from the street, so
Oh, that's
rescuing
very
and adopting
nice.
is so important, okay?
Yes,
A lot of
guys.
people saying that. And your student Miguel is saying hello.
Hello, Miguel. How are you, sweetie? I'm glad that you're watching us. So, let's start doing some comments, shall we? So, one thing that you always have to keep in mind. Okay, Miss Pamplona, maybe my pet already knows some commands in Portuguese. Cool. Is it hard for him or she to learn? No. Or my pet has no manners and commands whatsoever. Is that difficult? No. What it is about is you actually have to train yourself to train your pet. This is something that I've learned when I took Cooper for some actually classes. Yes, he's been to classes. I took him in Canada. He has a certification. Trust me, he went full board. He was not always like that. So one of the very important things that you have to keep in mind is you have to be patient. And it's all about drilling, repetition, 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 and repetition. And with that comes some rewards, because think of that. When you just say a random word, like sit, we know what sit means because, well, we are humans, we went to school, and we understand the words. But for an animal, they have no clue. If you would say sit, or if you would say banana, what's the difference from them? The sound. They go by the sound of the words and the intonation. Right, Cooper? So let me show you something here. Cooper, are you curious, sweetie? Come here. Can you sit? Good boy. Okay, so this is the sit command. Okay, so but how does he know how to sit? Well, when I first start teaching Cooper how to sit, I had to give him a little something, you know. Trust me, there's no rewards that they would not accept it. So this is a cookie. Now, how many times do you have to teach him? It's gonna be quite a few. So my suggestion is, whatever treat you choose to give to your pet, don't give the full thing at once. You know that he's gonna need quite a few, so break it, okay? He doesn't need to be that greedy, right? And you don't have to be that excited and give him tons of cookies or treats because he's gonna get a stomach ache, and we don't want that. So start with the small ones. Look at me. Okay. Now, wait. Patient. Do you want a cookie? Good boy. And you're gonna be doing this praising many times. You have to practice this every single day. And make sure at the beginning, most likely, he's not gonna know that he has to sit. You're probably gonna have to patiently and kindly show him. So if he's standing up, Cooper, stand. Okay, now he knows that he's gonna get a treat. let me try to do here. Can you, okay, no, honey, stand. Can you stand? No, it's not to sit yet. All right. He knows I'm having cookies, he's a smart man. Okay, okay, sit, now down. Come here. He knows this treat so well. Okay. All right, so what I want to let me hide these cookies, otherwise he's gonna continue looking at my pocket. So if he doesn't know how to sit, you're gonna gently just move his back down a little bit. Gently, very gently. And as soon as you do that, he's gonna probably look his back and wonder what is he or she doing. But continue doing, okay? And give him a little treat. And very important, praise him, but be very dramatic. Good boy! Or if it's a girl, good girl. Make sure you make it like the biggest thing ever. This is gonna connect in his head. Oh, I'm doing something that my owner loves. And she's giving me a treat. And this is gonna start sticking on his or her head. So repetition, repetition, and be patient. Like us, they need their time to learn as well. All right, don't get frustrated if your dog or your cat, I don't think you can do that with fish, but just be consistent and loving with your animal, because at the end they just want your love and your attention. So shall we continue? Come here, Cooper. I have another treat for you. So sit. So once your pet knows how to sit, why not teach him or her another command? So you're gonna come down to his eye vision or her eye vision, okay? Cooper, remember, for this kind of command, always call your pet's name first, okay? Very important. Cooper, shake paw. Good boy! How you doing today, my friend? What's up? The other paw. Good boy! What a boy! See, he has known this treat for quite a while, but every time that he does it, I always praise him up until this day. It's very important and it feels good as well, right? We want to show them all our love and our care. Now, it's gonna come to a time, let's say you are practicing with your pet 30 minutes a day, okay? At the beginning, as I said, get a treat, break it in smaller pieces, okay? We don't want your pet with a stomachache, and give it to him. And then after a few days, what you're gonna do? You're gonna praise once, give a small treat the next time. Praise, give a treat. And it's gonna come to a time that you're only going to praise it. What praise it is? Good boy, good job. This is a praise, okay? And this is actually what they really love. But trust me, they love a treat as well, okay? Don't be fool of yourself. They love the treats too. All right? Oh, what a boy, huh? You're such a sweetheart, right? You good boy. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you now, do you know that sometimes we call, because they're so close to us, I call him a boy. Maybe if you have a female dog, you call her a girl, right? Good girl, good boy. Now, when you're in a formal conversation that is not really between your friends or family, you don't really want to say, I have a boy, because that's quite strange, especially because the person doesn't know you. What you can say is, I have a male dog. I have a female cat, okay? Or I have a, well, if you have a bird and you know the gender, a female bird or a male bird, okay? And I know that we always learn like he, she, it, okay? He, she for people, singular, it for things, objects and animals. Well, it is true, but it's gonna depend on your environment to make this decision. So if I'm here talking to him, I'm never gonna call him it, because he's close to me and I know he's a male as well. So this is why I say he's a boy. Now, if I'm out in nature and I see a bird, I don't know if it's a male or a female, and I'm not even close to that bird. I love the birds, but I don't really know them. So I'm gonna, hey, it's a bird. It's red, it's black. This is how we make this difference. So it will really and truly depends on how close you are with the animal, if you know the gender, and really depends on the people that you are talking to. All right?
Okay, just some comments here.
Yes.
So everyone in love with Cooper, everyone's saying he's a good boy. Someone said give him all the cookies because he deserves it. And Fred just taught us a new word, possum, like awesome.
Possum. Oh, yeah. Possum. Yes. That's a good thing to say because we have feet, but this is a paw, all right? This is a paw. See how cute it is? All right, so we have it's the same thing as us, but we truly don't call, oh, Cooper has legs. He does, but this is actually not a foot. This is a paw, right? And here, let's talk about some body parts too, that this is not a beard, these are whiskers. So do you know what animals got whiskers besides dogs? What animals have whiskers? Oh, look at that. Do you notice that in one side is white and another is black? He's way too fancy. Right, Coops? He's way too fancy, eh, boy? So tell me what other animals have whiskers that you know. I'm gonna tell you that to let me know.
So we have possum, and Fabio just came up with a new one. High five, paw five.
Paw five. Wow, that I'm gonna have to teach him. High five? No. Paw five? No. I'm gonna teach you that and I'll show you next time. He's looking at me confused, like, woman, what you just said? And talking about that, I'm curious now. We know that we communicate with our animals all the time. At least I do. And I'm sure, don't tell me you don't. You are at home or you're walking with your pet. You are going for a ride. I don't know. And sometimes you engage into a conversation. My question to you is, and this is, I really want to know. What do you think if your pet would start talking right now? What would be the first thing he will tell you? I'm very curious. He would look at you and just say it. Let's go. I want to hear all. I'm very curious.
So while they're typing about the whiskers, they answered cats, guinea pigs, bunnies.
Bunnies.
Okay.
Yes.
And my dog, for example, would say that she's hungry.
She's hungry?
Say that, yeah.
Do you know what Cooper would say? Food, food, food.
Yeah, Fabio said hungry, Luciana said cookies.
Cookies?
So
he's probably gonna look at me, where's my food, woman? No, I'm joking, he wouldn't say that.
Eduardo said that he loves me. Sibeli said my cat would say, let me sleep.
Let me sleep. Get out of here, woman. Let me sleep. Awesome. Keep sending your comments, guys. I'm very curious, and please participate it because I can answer as many questions I can. So there is another trick. So if you have especially dogs, I know that you can walk with cats too on a leash, right? If you noticed, although Cooper is well behaved, something that I've learned with him on his fancy course is that it doesn't matter how friendly and obedient your animal is, you always have to remember he or she is an animal. So you never know the surroundings, what can happen. So I always walk with Cooper on a leash. Always. Okay, this is a personal choice and I truly think that makes sense because I would never want nothing to happen with him. And if you also notice, he's always with his collar. Look at that. Feeling comfortable, feeling like home, like there's nothing happening today.
That's what they're saying here. My pet would say, I'm sleepy, I want to sleep. And Hannah said if her pet could talk, it would be a great conversation because she has 4.
Oh my goodness, yes. Can you imagine? One at a time. She would have to teach them how to raise the paw. One at a time to talk. Anything else there? Let's go, Cooper.
Yeah, we have a compliment here for you. Chris, you are the best English teacher for humans and animals.
Oh!
And now the most beautiful TV show.
Thank you! Thank you, I appreciate it. Alright guys, so as you can see when I taught Cooper, one thing that I forgot to mention to you before, while you are doing the commands, I honestly suggest you to keep them on a leash, even if it's inside your house or apartment, because then you have control. And what I mean by that, if he's doing a wrong movement, you can correct it right away. Or let's say, to not get distracted, because let's say someone is walking by the kitchen and you are in the living room, he's gonna probably turn his attention to what's happening near him or her. So just give it a quick like snap and they come back to focus on you. Okay, this is an awesome and very important tip, because without the leash it will take Cooper much longer to learn. And you see that he's giving his back, he's looking at me because he knows I have cookies. And this is what drives him up to the wall. He does everything. He just don't do the cha-cha-cha here because that I haven't taught him yet. So come here, Cooper. So when you are walking, let's go back to the conversation that I was having before. When you are walking on the street, on a park with your dogs, or if you walk with your cat too, and if you want them to get their attention on you because there is a dangerous situation, or because they tend to pull you, right, and almost get your arm out of your body, what I do for that, it's very simple. When he's doing that, I change direction. So let me see if I can walk a little bit here. So you will see, he already knows, okay? So you're gonna get the hint when he turns right away. Oh. He has to follow me, not me following him. He needs to follow me. So do this as a good practice. Just keep walking with them and just out of the sun change the directions. Okay? Halt. Do you know what the word halt means? H-A-L-T. Halt. It's when you abruptly stop. Okay? This is one of commands that you learn during any dog training. Halt. They don't say stop. They say halt. So this is another word that you can teach your pet. Okay? Halt. So he knows that I have cookies here, so we'll see how well this is going to go. So come here, Cooper. So I will teach him, well, he already knows, but sit. The stay position. So you're just gonna drop my leash, and I do that since the first day that I start teaching him. I was taught before, and then I teach him. I look at him and I say, stay. Very firm, very dry, get to the point, and go far. Okay? Cooper, come. Sit, shake paw, the other paw. Down. Good boy. Does he deserve a treat, guys? Is he a good boy? Take a look here.
Hypnotized by the cookies.
Cookie time! You know that last week we had our cooking experience, but that's not the kind of cookie that's supposed to give to your pets, okay? That's our cookies, all right? So this command that I just showed you, I'm just gonna go back here, come here. This is truly a little bit more advanced, but you can do it. So I'm just following the commands according to how challenging they will be. This is slightly challenged because he needs to understand that he has to stay while I am walking. What's gonna happen at first, maybe right on the first spot, maybe your animal is gonna know exactly what to do, but that was not Cooper's case, okay? It took him a few times to understand that he had to stay. So I'm very firm with him when I am training him. Not rude, firm, okay? So mostly what's gonna happen is you're gonna leave him and he's gonna walk with you. You don't say anything. You bring him back, put him in a position and start it again. Stay. Go. Trust me, this is more about being persistent. You can do it. You can teach your animal to do that. But that one, it's gonna get few cookies for that one to come out. So that's what I say. Give even smaller pieces. He doesn't have to have all the cookies in one day, okay? Do you see how small it is? I barely can see it. You don't have to give bigger than that because you are training. And with training comes appraisals and awards, okay? At first moment. As I said, as it develops, more good girl, good boy, and less treats, okay? So again, stay. Ta-da! No, go back. See you? You see it? Sit. I didn't call you yet. Stay. He was mesmerized by the tiny little cookie. Okay. Sit. So remember, the first command that you learned was to sit. The second command that you learned was to stand up. Not that one, sweetie. Up. Shake paw. He wants to go to the final. He just wants to cook. No, I'm not going to give it to you. Bye, Cooper. See you later, alligator. Sit down. Shake paw. Shake. No. No. Do you see? Don't let him fool you. Shake paw. Good boy. You want this little cookie that bad that you already laid down? Okay, he deserves that. To be honest, he stand his paw. I didn't grab it. And that's the third one. That is the stand position. The down position that he's doing, you have to be doing in a very dramatic way because they really need to go with your hand all the way down. Let me try to show you how I taught him that command. So, first he has to learn, don't try to show them all the commands in one day because that's just gonna confuse them. Go step by step. First the sit command, then you go to the shake paw command, then you go to the stand command, okay? Do one by one. Don't show them all at once because that's not good for business. The down command, you're gonna have to also use treats. I'm not gonna use it now with him because he knows. So the way that I taught him was in a very dramatic way. So I would go with the, I'm gonna give it a cookie here, come on, eh? I wouldn't be fair. This woman, right? Telling me all that and don't give me even a small cookie. Do you see that he's already going down? But how I do it? Cooper? Okay, sit. Down. He's not even letting you show. I literally go with my hand right on like eye to eye and I dramatically say the word down. Down. And then I give to him only here. I will try one more time now because he knows the trick, so he's expecting me to do that. He's way too smart. That's a smart cookie right here. But let me try to do with him one time without him going down by himself. Down. He's already opened his mouth. Do you see it? Are you hungry, boy? So you're going to do that many times. So again, small pieces of treats. Cooper, he's I would say a little, I had other dogs before. He's quite different because he likes treats, but he's a little odd. His favorite treat is actually boiled eggs. What's your favorite pet treats? Cooper's is boiled eggs, and trust me, are you sitting there? Are you waiting? Are you waiting for this answer? Is cucumber. This is his second best treat ever. He loves cucumbers. I don't know what's wrong with him, but this is one of his top 3 treats. The third one is the cookies that I gave it to him. So tell me guys, what are the favorite treats of your pets? Let's go, I'm curious to know, let me know. While Cooper is relaxing here, he's a senior, you know. He's been out and about. And Coops, you're a good boy. All right. So I'm curious to know what's the favorite, what kind of treats do you give to your pets? And what are the favorite ones?
Juliana said that she says shisha, she doesn't say what it is, but likes avocado.
Avocado?
Yeah,
Oh my
Daddy
goodness.
said hers, they like bread.
Bread? All right. What else? I'm curious. He eats everything, trust me.
Oh, it's Shusha, Juliana's.
Shusha?
And, yeah, Fabio's cats, they love cheese.
Cheese, aha. They have good taste.
Yeah, Hannah said her cats like avocado as well.
Avocado too? Oh, that's interesting. Avocado, eh?
And Mrs.
Very
Ambayo's
healthy.
sweet potato.
Sweet potato.
Healthy pets.
These are healthy pets, I'm impressed. Cooper, you're not the only one. I was always amazed by his willingness to eat lettuce, cucumber, carrots, you name it. So it's interesting. I think at the end they eat whatever you give to them, right?
Oh my god, still healthy here. Eduarda's dog loves carrot and broccoli.
Carrot and broccoli. Oh, do you like broccoli?
Yeah.
Do you remember, guys, that song? Yes, I do. Broccoli. Wow. Oh, your pets are quite healthy. I'm happy to hear that. Pretty cool. And Coops. And I got a question. Do you guys, if your animals have a collar, do they have name tags? I know that in Brazil it's not quite common. I think now people are starting to adopt that. I strongly suggest you to, even if it's a cat, especially any kind of animals that you have that can, for whatever reason, leave your house, put a name tag on it, okay? He has, and you see that he has a crown here, eh? He's a little king. And behind his name got my phone number. So in any case of emergency, whoever finds him knows how to reach me. So that's a cool tip that I would strongly suggest you. If your pets, if you have pets, even if they stay indoors, you never know. Maybe one day they can get out, and that can actually get your pet safe at home as faster as possible. All right, that's another tip. So Cooper is standing up. So guys, let's just do a quick review here. So do you remember the first command that I showed you guys? So let's come here, Cooper, come to the side. So remember, sit. Remember, if he doesn't do it at first, or she doesn't do it at first, just give a gentle tap on the back and just show them, pushing down, not too strong, okay? We don't want to harm them. Just a little bit in the beginning and give them the treat right away. And as soon as you continue doing this repetition, ooh, I have to sit. Now I know what sitting means. They're gonna do it automatically. I promise you, this is a result of a lot of repetition and practice. Okay? The second command that I showed you guys was shake paw. So Cooper, shake paw. Thank you. That's the first one. The other paw. Thank you, boy. So at first he only learned with one paw. I didn't show him twice, both of them I mean. Then after, once he learned other commands and he was ready to go, I felt that he would be capable of giving both paws, all right? And then the other one was, once they learned that two commands, you can advance a little bit, and but please do this indoors or in a fenced place. Don't do this outdoors where your animal can run, please. We don't want your animal harmed. We have to think of that. Do it in a safe and secured place, okay? Always keep that in mind. So I'll drop the leash, stay. Okay. Good boy. Sit, sweetie. Always praising your animals. They love you, and they love you even more when you show this appreciation, okay? And then you can ask them again, shake paw, shake paw. The other paw. Okay, thank you. Down. Guys, does he deserve another cookie? Yes or no? He had enough. I think I'm gonna give him another cookie. Today is a special night. He's a special guest and he's doing so well, right? So I'll give him another piece of, do you see? No, I'm a generous person. But when it comes to training, because of the number of repetitions, you can be generous. You just have to be fair because your pet is doing an awesome job and this is why he deserves a small piece of treat.
Everyone's saying yes.
Yes?
Yes, he deserves it.
Oh, don't tease him like that, okay? That's not nice. I do that to him sometimes just to see if he's really paying attention, and he truly is. Go up, to the left, to the right. No, good boy. All right, sweetie. You're such a good boy. All right. And let's stand up. Remember, when you are also walking with your pet and he's not listening to you, or he's pretty much pulling you all over the map and you are having a hard time controlling it, remember that tip. You're walking, just change the direction abruptly. Okay, just change the direction. He's pulling you again, change the direction, go back, change it. This is how he understands that you are taking him for a walk and not Cooper taking Miss Pamplona for a walk. Okay, there is a big difference there. So always have the control. You control your pet. Okay, because you know best. He is just there for a beautiful and great adventure. And the words that I taught you today, instead of saying stop, when you are actually training pets and you want him to abruptly stop, you say halt. Okay, so you're walking, halt, sit, shake paw. No. See, this is what happens when I give him too much treats. You just go to the end, let's get over, I want my treat. He's softened.
Fabio is suggesting you teach him to say, actually to share, because the cookies look too delicious, so teach him to share.
To share. Fabio, I'm gonna tell you something. I love Cooper, but Cooper has a tiny problem. He doesn't like to share anything, not even toys. He's the worst on that. I have another dog, her name is Belinha, and it's a competition at my house. If she turns to the side while she still have food on her plate, oh yeah, he's gonna be just sneaky and as fast as he can, and he's gonna just snatch her food and take off. But I will definitely take that into consideration. I'm gonna have a TED talk with him after for him to think about it, and maybe we'll change his ways. So come here, sweetie. You're awake, my goodness. I don't usually give this much treats to him. That's probably why he's like, oh my God, this is paradise. Let's have this every day, because I truly don't. I praise him more than anything, but of course he deserves treats too, but I don't give too often. I usually actually give more healthy treats, like you guys mentioned that you give to your pets too. And this kind of treats, it's once in a while. It's not common now. I just feel like he would benefit to eat something a little bit more healthier, and especially because he, strangely enough, he loves healthy food. All right, so that's it for now. I want to thank you all for participating. Let's move Cooper here to the camera. Let's look there, sweetie. Thank you all for participating, for being here with us, and for being part of Teddy Bears. Don't forget, every Wednesday we have a live at 6:30. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys next time. So this is bye for me and for Mr. Cooper, right, sweetheart? Thank you so much, and don't forget, your pets love you so much, so do your best for them as well. All right? Bye, guys. Have a good night. Thank you so much. And he's looking for the treats. Bye, guys.